Within the world of JJK, humanity is a huge concept, as many characters in the story have struggled with it or even looked down upon it as a trait to possess. More often than not, keeping your humanity as a sorcerer does keep you back from really reaching that peak of your power, while getting rid of it does allow you to soar to that next level and make you one of the heavy hitters. The concept of humanity will forever come up in JJK, as it's affected everybody in the story in some way or another. But in today's video, we're going to be focusing on one of the characters who I believe has been affected by it the most, or one of the characters that have been affected by it the most, and that is Yuta. Before we get into the video, if you guys could like and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated, as it shows support and only takes 2 seconds. Plus, I'm aiming to make content around the JJK Sakamoto days, which just got its anime announced, which I'm very happy about, and other stories like My Hero Academia, which is coming to an end, Dragon Ball, and so on and so forth. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get into the video. As of the latest chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen, chapter 261, Yuta has shown us that he is able to take the steps into becoming a true monster, somebody who was able to lose their humanity in exchange for power. Throughout the series, we've watched Yuta grow and develop as a character. In the beginning, he was a shy, anxious boy who was afraid of things, but now he is a far more confident sorcerer who is able to stick to his word. But a key element to really following through in his resolve of getting every task done, he has to lose a piece of his humanity. Yuta has shown the capabilities to switch into a mode where he will do whatever he wants, and a primary example for this would be him taking out Kenjaku. See, Yuta planned this from the beginning of the Kaisen games, as that was his main drive and focus, and I believe that is the scary thing about him. Yuta will lose a piece of his humanity and do whatever it takes to do his task. And as we saw at the end of the Takaba fight, Yuta got that done. And this killer mentality is what leads us into this chapter. At the start of the latest chapter, it's shown that Yuta is the one in control of Gojo's body. This is confirmed by Sukuna and then the flashback that takes place after. It's shown in the flashback how Yuta taking over Gojo's body came about, and it was Yuta who was all for it, while everybody else was contemplating on how to get around it. See, Yuta knew what it would take to take down Sukuna, but the others were trying to dance around the subject as they didn't want to give up on Yuta. See, this aggravated Yuta as it came across as his friends dance around the subject to force everything on Gojo like they've always been doing and take the weight off of him. But Yuta knew what would have to happen if he had to defeat Sukuna. He knew that becoming a monster was the only way to take down Sukuna, and that is the key aspect of Yuta's character that I love. Yuta is someone who doesn't like fighting, but to protect the people around him, he'll do anything for the greater good. So when we see him get mad, we can see where he's coming from, where it's like, if you guys don't want to do it, I'll do it. And he's the type of character to do that over and over again, as he does believe that he can take that burden. His interaction with Gojo further proves my point, as he's kind of mad that he has to say this, but Gojo's like, listen, it's whatever, I'm not going to lose anyway, so don't even worry about it. But obviously Yuta is taking everything into account and knows that if it does come down to that, he has to make that sacrifice. When Shoko completes the operation and he's back in the fight, it really shows us how far he'll go, and even Sukuna is surprised by his actions, as he didn't think Yuta would go that far, and Sukuna is probably the biggest monster in the story. Now the next thing for us to discuss is whether Yuta truly has what it takes to take down Sukuna, and in my eyes he definitely should. I do think that everybody else shares that sentiment, but we all know that Gege has other plans. I know a lot of people are debating over the main options that we got. She gave us 3 options in the chapter, and I do believe that the first one is invalid since we've seen Kenjaku replenish his curse technique, and the second and third one really don't apply to the main battle right now. The third option is probably Yuta's best option, and the second one is not really that bad since Yuta won't need it until he has to go to sleep or sometime after that. This video I'm going to say that the first one is plausible, and I really want to delve into what I believe Yuta would do if his 5 minutes were about to run out. Sukuna isn't dead or isn't on his very last legs. I do see a possible outcome where Yuta can do a binding vow to stay in Gojo's body, as we do know he wants to get rid of Sukuna. This is backed up by everything I've said just prior. Yuta is someone who will take that burden and will finish the job that nobody else wants to do, as he says. He knows where it takes, so he will do it. It means sacrificing his curse technique to take over his master's body completely. I truly do believe Yuta will do that, as he is someone that will do the nasty things that people don't want to do, but because he has to save everyone, he will do it. In a way, he is a hypocrite, and in a way he is very selfish, but that's the thing about him. His selflessness is very selfish. Also does branch into the fact that being selfish does make you a very strong sorcerer as well. Now the selfless and selfish selfish argument really does intrigue me, as I do think Yuji will take that route as well. Just like Yuta, Yuji did say he'll do anything to take down Sukuna, and it's very, very reminiscent of how Yuta was saying it. Even then, you could say that was selfish, since he said he'll do anything to take down Sukuna. JJK is highlighting this, since I don't believe that being selfish is always bad. Being selfish can be good at times, and Yuta and Yuji highlight this. I believe even Gojo highlighted this, but not to the level that they are. And to be so selfless that you offer up your own body, it really does show that they can lose their humanity just over being selfless. But this isn't the video to fully go over that. If you guys want a video on that, I'll make one. Anyway, the chapter ends with those two doing a domain expansion clash, and we'll have to see what happens next week. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this little analysis on the latest chapter and how I focused on Yuta and a little bit on Yuji. Yuta is among one of my favorite characters in JJK, so going over his character and just exploring it a little bit because of this chapter was very easy to make, and I did love making it. So if you guys want more Jujutsu Kaisen videos, I can do that for you. I don't mind. I need the support on it. Yeah, that will be the end of this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.